There we go. It's time to ball our Atros. Buy a total of 50 tarot cards from the shop. We're at 48. Oh, we're really close to unlocking that. Alright, that's an easy unlock. Could start with Magic Deck again. Oh, we haven't won with Blue Deck yet. Okay, hold on. Let's go do a Blue Deck run. Blue Deck wins. Everyone knows that. Alright. Free Joker. Free Uncommon Joker. So I have noticed these don't seem to, like, stack in the way that you would want them to. I also still don't understand what base edition shop means, and I'm not asking. But this definitely makes me think there's some sort of other shop that we'll see at some point that I've yet to see. Wow. Yeah, I think if we take both of these, then we get this kind of unfortunate thing where we just get our Joker becomes free and foil, like, instead of both Jokers. We'll take both just to see. Three, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6, 7. 30 times 4. Is that better than a flush is better? Huh, surprising. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. All right, boom, cash out. Some good options. What? Well, we can take and sell you, because I don't want that. I mean, I get... This actually isn't bad. I was gonna say I don't want that, but... This actually just converts my discards into hands, because I only have 3 discards. So this actually isn't, like, bad. I still don't like it, but it's not terrible. Now here's the question, do we go with DNA, which like we know is absurdly powerful? Or do we go with a buffoon pack and try our luck on something else? I think we go with DNA. DNA is just so good. Could just have another jack. We need splash. You ever just look through the gaming... I still don't know how to pronounce that word. Zeitgeist. Zeitgeist. A Steam's main store page presents it to you and get, like, a little sad. Like, there are good games coming out, but it feels like the level of recycling of ideas reached wildly diluted levels. I mean, Eddie, I think you're just describing the whole problem with, like, This is it was the known theoretical problem with when, like, Steam let, like, anybody basically just post onto it, right? Without having more, like, blocks, like, the problem is this isn't, like, a new thing. This already existed, like, you know, back on, like, game websites, like Armor Games and Newgrounds, like, a lot of people just make the same things. It's just now a lot of people can put those things onto Steam very easily, whereas there used to be a lot of barriers to entry to that. Which, I mean, honestly, it's a good thing there's less barriers to entry, but it does mean the main storefront is less meaningful. If there's not some sort of curated list that says, hey, there's a lot of stuff there, but this is stuff that, like, is putting in more effort. Trying to be interesting. But no, I get what you mean. It's also frustrating because so many, like, you know, earlier we were talking about YouTube algorithms. So many algorithms exist, and yet I feel like nobody's put effort into making, like, an algorithm that actually, like, finds gems that you would actually care about, even though it should be able to be made. Like, I see no reason. Steam's whole suggest games thing, I feel like it could do a better job. It could be fine-tuned to say, hey, these are games that haven't actually gotten, like, a ton of attention, but the people that have played them have liked it. And those people are the same people that have played, like, games that you like. Like, it would not be that difficult to you know, I say not that difficult, relatively speaking, for somebody that works in this kind of thing. It would be difficult for me. I'm not educated in doing this. But the point is, like, with these big recommendation algorithms and stuff, like, we know how to get people to look at things because we know how to, like, basically assume what a person's going to be interested in. We're fairly good at that. Like marketing psychology is pretty good these days. So I see no reason why we can't apply that in a good way. Like, I don't know. I guess what kind of surprises me, what surprises me will be something where I find out there's a game that actually looks really good to me, that somebody tells me about, and the game is not new whatsoever. And I had never heard of it, but I've played tons of games like it. An example would be like Environmental Station Alpha. Like, Environmental Station Alpha was never recommended to me by Steam whatsoever, but I've played a ton of games that are similar. I've played a lot of thinky games. I've played a lot of Metroidvanias. I've put many hours into them. I usually rate games on the store page that I like a lot. But I don't have a ton of, like, games that I've liked on Steam exactly. But, you know, I have liked a handful, so, like, it knows the ones I have liked. And it knows, you know, ones that I put hours into. And I've even done, you know, the like, recommended list. You can look through a list of games, and it regenerates every day. You can tell it whether that's an interest, like something that's interesting to you or not, or if you played it like elsewhere. So like you can even try and fine-tune this. With a fine-tuning, it does nothing. Like, it'll still recommend sports games to me. This is what gets me. I have told Steam that I have zero interest in sports games.
You have never once expressed interest.
Yeah, zero. I don't own any sports games. I don't play sports games. I've never even played Rocket League, which is barely... Yeah, like Rocket League, I think, is the closest thing that I might ever play to a sports game. But despite that, it still recommends sports games to me.
Are you interested in the new Madden?
Yeah, and I'm like, you know that I'm not. So, like, clearly, like we know that in like modern day industry, there is a lot of pay to boost stuff. Clearly, there's got to be some pay to boost stuff going on with like sports games, because there's no reason to show me a sports game ever unless you're being paid to do so. Like, unless it's just a reach, unless it's a really far reach to be like people in general, like, this game has sold a lot of copies, so maybe you'll like it. Like, maybe there is a genuine reach there, but I can't believe it. I find that hard to believe. Like, society has kind of, like big industry has made a lot of stuff into, like, pay to show people. Like, chain grocery stores, this is a thing that a lot of people, I think, don't know. Chain grocery stores are... They, like, years ago, stopped trying to find products to put on their shelves. Like, it's not... Generally speaking, the grocery store is not saying, like, oh, we would love to carry your product, person selling stuff. We would love to carry that. That doesn't, like, exist in major chain grocery stores or, like, retailers anymore. Now, what usually happens is they sell their shelf space. So they're like, yeah, if you, like, soda company, if you want your stuff to be shown in our store, you're gonna have to pay to be seen on our shelves. Like, they rent the space. This is also why, like, a lot of stores are very standardized with the big chain grocery stores and like, retail stores. Like, you'll find things in the same place no matter which store you go to. That's partially because it was discovered a long time ago that people like that. Like, humans, if you go into one store and you know where stuff is, you like to be able to go into another store that's the same store, like if you go into, you know, Top Foods or whatever, and then you go into a different Top Foods, you like that you know where things are. Like, people like that thing. But it's also like that's just like a bonus, because it's also because those marshmallows that you find right next to this thing were paid to be right next to that thing. They're that in every store because they literally paid for that. So that's like, I don't know. So my point is like that idea exists like everywhere now. It's a lot. We could just have systems that are good at doing things and helping us find stuff that we actually want. But we don't. It's corrosive, yeah. Joke aside, I think it's very dependent on what you want from the algorithm, because I've had a significantly high luck thanks to it. Discovery queue feature is very hit or miss for me. Sometimes I'll find 3 or 4 games in a single queue and I'll be like, yeah, it's something I can see myself playing. Other times, it's hopelessly misaligned with my interest. Yeah, that's the thing. I'll look through Discovery Queue periodically, because, as its name implies, I'm hoping to discover something from it. It's just, I feel like over 50% of the time, like a larger percentage of the time, instead of the Discovery Queue showing me something that actually interests me, it shows me something that is trendy and does not interest me, and there's no reason it should think it interests me. Like, I think another example would be like horror games, like gore heavy, like slasher games or something. I mean, I guess I play Lethal Company now, so maybe that could do it. But like, I don't really play anything else. I play Doom, but I don't play Doom through Steam. So, I don't know. There's just a lot of games that I feel like usually it's showing them to me because they're just trendy in general, but they don't actually line up with anything that I have actual, like, time playing or that I seem to have expressed interest in playing. I never played Mario Strikers. I have not played Mario Strikers. I played Wii Golf. I played the Mario Dance Dance Revolution game back in the day. If you didn't know that there was a Mario DDR game, there was. It was all right. It was solidly all right. I think it may not necessarily be pay to boost, though it could be. But, yeah, it's just that this is generically widely popular. Everyone may like it. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that there is that, but I'm also skeptical. Like, I know that, like, Steam and EA have had conflicts before, and I sometimes wonder if, like, there's some agreement where, you know, Steam's like, oh, EA, we'll boost your stuff for you. You know, like, I don't know. I'm always very skeptical of big agreements. I feel like they're probably very pervasive. I'd rather be shown a bunch of things that I probably won't click than rather not be shown things, just because I'd rather be shown all my options and limited options. I mean, yes, but I don't feel like I'm saying there should be stuff hidden from you. I think it's more like, if I'm looking in a discovery queue or something, if I'm looking for new content, and I'm intentionally seeking content that I think I should be interested in, then I would ideally have content shown to me that is what I've expressed interest in historically. Like that feels like that would make sense. And then, you know, like, maybe, I don't know. Like, I get the idea of not wanting to have purely, like, you know, like a bubble. Like, the social media bubble problem, where a lot of people don't even understand the points of view of people that aren't within their own social bubble, because nowadays, people usually stay within their own, like, social bubbles. Like many years ago, pre-internet, people didn't stay inside a social bubble. Because pre-internet, you interacted with whoever was literally around you. And that was your option. If you were interacting with people, you were interacting with people around you. Nowadays, we have the ability to never interact with anyone around you and instead find like-minded people and then only interact with those people, which is pleasant, but also really skews people's like understanding of other people. And, you know, has been shown to lead to some really problematic things. Appreciate the perspective, for sure. About limited time and limited attention to devote to these kinds of searches, and allegedly these systems are meant to help improve the amount of time that you need to invest by somewhat intelligently deciding what to show you to save time. Yeah. Yeah, what I probably need to do is I probably need to actually look into like more Steam curators, like Allison 8-bit. I don't think she still does it, but she did Steam curating. Actually, a lot of indie game book club when we were doing it actually started based on some of the stuff that she had found. Dropped over 100 hours in Hollow Knight alone. I think even like 20 minutes of looking around will not be bad at the end of the day. I think the problem is it takes me more than 20 minutes to look around. Like, the amount of time that I spend looking for games that I'm interested in is pretty high. But also, Beavers, it could be in part because, like, you know, we've kind of talked about this before. You are a lot more open to various, like, games. Like you're okay with playing a lot of, like, variety in games, whereas, like, I know for myself, and I think for Etty as well, we both kind of have slightly more focused interests. So like, there's a lot of stuff that just, it's like, it's almost annoying. If you're already seeing these recommendations because you're seeing them on the front page, like you know that I've seen whatever game just came out because you were advertising it on the front page already. So I've seen that. So instead of seeing that, I would like to see something that I probably haven't seen because it didn't get advertised anywhere. Like, I would like the discovery queue to show me something that didn't get advertised. Because that's what I'm never going to have heard about, right? Alright, I should play hands. We gotta play these cards. Like variety, but there's a lot of features of games that'll quickly turn me off, which ends up giving me genre bias. Yeah. I mean, I'm just picky. I know that I'm picky. I talk about this all the time, like... I basically usually say that I don't like deck builders and I don't like turn-based games. And I say that just because I'm very picky about deck builders and turn-based games. I don't actually hate both of those things. There's many examples of both that I like. It's just easier to say I don't like them because I know I'm very picky about them. I'm a lot less picky about, like, Metroidvanias. I like Metroidvanias because I enjoy annoyingly and tediously searching around for stuff. It brings me joy to search through all the nooks and crannies for some, like, useless trinket. Oh, right, we don't have discarding. I keep forgetting we don't do discarding now. Yeah, Beaver Sim. My wish list on Steam is at like 115 games. and I only ever sort it by like price, not by the amount that a game is off, but by price. And whenever there's like a big sale, I go open up the wish list, and if there's things that are like $1, heck, anything that's $1, boom, we'll get it. If it's under $5, that's when I start looking about what their normal price is. If the normal price is like $6, then I'll probably wait longer. If the normal price is like, you know, $15 and we're at under $5, then there's a much higher chance I'll get it. But I very much am like, we'll be patient. I have tons of games. I can wait longer for other games. Even when you could never find a thing because the game decided to have an invisible state that would hide fundamentally important parts of the story from you by virtue of the fact that you did not retrace the entire map before doing particular points of progression? Yes. I habitually retrace entire maps before moving on. This is why, actually... This is why I have like 400 hours in Fallout 4 and I've never beaten Fallout 4. Because Fallout 4, this is a very minor spoiler for Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is done in like acts. Like Act 1, Act 2 kind of thing. I did not know this at first. I did not know that Fallout 4 was an acts at first, so I was like kind of playing around, and I always like side quests and stuff. And then I triggered like an act change, and it changed, you know, a state of the world, and I was like, oh no, like suddenly there were things that had changed. So I stopped doing anything main story related and instantly only did everything that I possibly could in the entire game not main story related, because I did not want to miss something that would change from an act. And then I was like, all right, once we do everything, then we can proceed to the next act, and then we can go see how changing acts changed anything in the world. So yeah, we ended up never getting the end of that game, because I just never like by the 400 or so hour mark, I was, well, two things actually happened. One thing was that I was starting to get a little burned out. But the other thing was that I ended up getting a bug, and I didn't realize that I had the bug at first. I realized it like a few hours later, like a decent number of hours later, not just a few. And once I noticed it, it was an audio bug. It was a sound effect that didn't die when it was supposed to be killed, but it was like permanently attached to my save file, and it made it so that there was a console command I could use to kill the thing, but I had to enter the console command every time I loaded my file. And it was just really annoying, and I couldn't not hear it once I knew it was there. So that also kind of made me less inclined to keep playing. You retraced all of Hollowness before every boss fight? I mean, I did retrace a lot of it every time I did anything to progress, yes. Kind of doing side stuff before main stuff. The point about not knowing which was that it's never communicated, and Fallout tends to be pretty clearly communicated. I don't know. I didn't feel like I don't remember feeling like it was going to be communicated that that the game was going to change states. Hmm. Although it could just be that I wasn't expecting the game to change states. I mean, like main story quests versus side quests. I see. Hmm. I only got 9, so spending 4 I guess would be fine. Hmm. We do have the most spade. No, we have the most hearts. Get 2 common jokers. That's very tempting, but I'd rather just see the show. Hmm. Oh, right, duplicate card. Duplicate card. Wow, what a good 2 pair. Hmm. No, I should have thrown in like a 5. My bad. Eh. We got a 3 of a kind now. For 30. Okay, what if we play this? I would really like one of those jacks. Then we could full house, which would be nice. There we go. Oh, wait, what's worth more? A 4 of a kind or full? 4 of a kind's worth more. Okay. I was doing my nighttime setup for the evening, and I have to say, I legitimately cannot think of a single game I just outright disliked and didn't finish because I didn't like it. I went through my Steam list and Switch list and just nothing. It's too easy. Just like things about a game, but not the game as a whole. Yeah, that's fair. There's a lot of games I haven't finished, and the reason I haven't finished them ranges from either I won't finish a game sometimes because I actually like a game already. And like if I like there's cases where I like a game and my brain will be like, if I finish the game, it's done. Like, it's kind of like not finishing a show, because if you watch the last episode, then the show's over. Like, it's there's definitely been that. There's been a lot of games that I haven't finished because I just don't feel like they're worth putting more time into. And I mean, there are a lot of games that I've played that I don't like, but for the most part, that will be like a demo, like a like during like demos, like Steam demos and stuff, or Game Jam games. Deadly, thank you for the med check. I should take one of my slower acting meds, but I did finish my drink, so right now I don't have a drink. So we'll get a drink in a little bit. Oh! Moonlighter! Steve, you know what? Here's an example of a game I didn't like, actually. Moonlighter. I didn't finish Moonlighter because I did not enjoy it. I say this because Steam literally just popped up and recommended Moonlighter 2 to me. Like, it was in my, like, you know when you look at your Steam library, there's, like, a little feed of news from games that you've played? In that feed, there's an update with the Moonlighter 2 official trailer and demo. But, yeah, I didn't think Moonlighter 1 was very good, so I never finished Moonlighter 1. I think Moonlighter was an interesting concept, and I don't know if there was some updates after I was done playing it, because I played it like shortly after it came out. But at least at the time, Moonlighter felt like it didn't do either of the two things it was trying to do very well. So it kind of felt like a not really fun experience with two different things. And combining the not very fun experience twice didn't make it, like, fun. It did make it kind of interesting, but not fun. Starfield. Starfield I didn't finish, not because I didn't like it. I decided to take a break for it until it had more quality of life updates. I would like to go back and play more Starfield, but it needing to deal with the whole loading time situation was really not good. I feel like I sometimes spent more time just in loading screens than actually playing the game, and that was less than ideal. How is there gonna be two bleeps, but nobody's using the actual bleep emote? What is this? Crash Bandicoot. When I got Spyro Reignited, I got it in a bundle where it came with the Crash Bandicoot remake as well. And I tried to play that because I remembered not like getting into Crash Bandicoot originally, and I was like, maybe now I'll like it. But that I just do not enjoy playing Crash Bandicoot. I don't think Crash Bandicoot spawned a genre, right? Like runners or whatever, I think. I think that's a genre that exists. It's all like games like Crash Bandicoot. I don't enjoy that. I don't think that's fun. It does not interest me whatsoever. Let's see. I didn't finish Okami. Okami is one that I kind of want to go back to one day, and I didn't finish it because I thought I was about to finish it, and when it got bigger, I wasn't like excited that there was more to do. I was more like, oh dang, I was really ready to be done with this. Like, I was ready to move on to something else. I felt like I had enjoyed my experience with it and was good. And then it was like, haha, you've got more to do. And I was just like, no. Oh, we'll come back. I was like, we'll take a break from Okami and come back, and we just never came back. Maybe I'll come back to Okami one day. I'm worried that if I go back to Okami, I'll need to start a new file. And, like, I don't know if I want to get back to where I was, kind of thing. When it comes to games I like, when I'm in my uncomfort zone. When it comes to games, I like it when I'm in my uncomfort zone, because it gives me an opportunity to see different slices of the gaming world. And I'm always just open-minded to that as well. Like, I was told Blueprints has waifus, so I'm gonna play it. But I know that even if it doesn't, it's a unique puzzle game I'm not used to, and I'll get a sense of the puzzle genre. Yeah, in Beavers, I respect that. Like, Torty and I have talked about this a lot. Like doing stuff to broaden your yeah, like broaden your horizon. Like, it's like how you should ideally read a bunch of different books, even if like you don't particularly think all the books are as interesting to you, because it kind of helps give you more ideas. It's one of the things that Bjorto and I talked about this a lot with Indie Game Book Club. There were games that would come up as the game of the month in Indie Game Book Club that, you know, we wouldn't necessarily be interested in. Like Slice and Dice was one of the games in it once, and I was like, well, this is like a turn-based combat game that looks kind of like it has deck buildery elements, and I didn't think it looked very interesting. And at first, when I was first playing it, I admittedly was kind of bored, and I was like, But, you know, as I played it more, I did get into it a bit. And it was lacking some features that, from what I understand, it now has. So, I'm excited to play it again. I was going to play it last week and didn't end up playing it more yet. But I mean, it's good, because you see things you wouldn't have otherwise seen. Similarly, what was that game? Pizza... Club Low. Betrayal at Club Low. That was a game that, other than the kind of surrealist aspect, was not a game that I thought I would like be interested in playing. But then ended up playing that and was like, you know what, this is fun. I didn't finish it. It wasn't really a game that clicked with me. I found it too stressful, because I find there was an aspect of it that I found stressful. But I was glad to have played like something different, like what you're saying. Pizza Tower. Pizza Tower is also a genre that's not like my kind of genre to play. And then like Anton Blast. We played the Anton Blast demo. I still need to play. There was like a spin-off little game thing they did that Minish sent me. But yeah, I think it's fascinating to watch people play Pizza Tower. Minish was part of a bingo tournament, and I went and watched his races in that, and that was wild to watch. Like, Pizza Tower bingo is fascinating. Same with if you've never seen Mario Sunshine bingo, Mario Sunshine bingo is really interesting too. Oh. I think for me, it's about like being very intentional about not imagining I'm having a better time than I am. Which means I'll often get to the end of the game and I remember the amount of time I had fun versus the time I wasn't, and other factors, of course. But like, even when I did my roundup of all games I played on stream, only like 4 or 5 were disappointed me, and that didn't necessarily mean I didn't like them as much as I felt like many of the flaws. So much as I felt like many of the flaws. I told you about Blueprints waifus. I didn't finish Child of Light because I found out it was on Wii U and I wanted to play it on mobile. So I stopped on Xbox, waited to get on Wii U, and never did. Interesting, interesting. I would like to avoid narrative games, but like, I know they have some of the best story, so I still play them. Usually don't regret them. Yeah, I don't tend to play a lot of like narrative, like heavy games. I like games where I can piece together a story that happened, but I don't necessarily like games straight up telling me a huge story, because I don't find that as interesting to me. Hey, do you care for a quest on Balatro? One of my creation. Not mod-related base game. If not, it's okay. I am still doing my first playthrough of Balatro. I'm not very good at it. So, while I'm interested, I probably can't do whatever the quest is. Here, is there a way I can show my progress? I guess this kind of shows you my progress. Like, I have 85 out of 150 jokers. I have 9 out of 15 decks. But yeah. I've been playing only like a little bit of Balatro at a time in the evenings sometimes. So I still have a lot to go. A long ways to go before I can take on challenges. But I appreciate you asking. And thank you for the follow. Yeah. Ceremonial dagger. See, I'm so torn because Ceremonial Dagger seems pretty good, but it's also terrifying. Like, we have used it before and it was pretty strong, but I don't know if we're in a state to really use it right now. Let's take this buffoon pack. Sunshine speedruns are usually a fun time. Yeah, absolutely deadly. I'm a huge fan of Sunshine speedruns. Wait. This is perfect! We don't have discards! This is just an all-win... This is an all-upside card for us now. If the game tells you a story, but you have to, like, find where it tells you, does that mean having to piece together? Probably. So, like, because I play games that have narrative elements, I know that the common thing that's come up is, like, Outer Wilds, which a lot of people consider a narrative game. And it like a lot of dialogue exists. Like, if I'm reading a bunch of dialogue, that doesn't bother me, right? I think what it is I get very turned off on games where there's a lot of character talking. like where two characters talk back and forth for a while. Because like a lot of times the way that writing works is usually like telling you everything, and I don't usually want like a ton. I don't usually want like a ton of like just I don't know how to describe it. But even that can be okay sometimes. Like I don't like giving a complete blanket statement on disliking it, because I can see things where I do enjoy them. It's just there's also a lot of times I don't enjoy them, and I feel like using narrative game to mean like a visual novel. Yeah, this is not a visual. No, yeah, narrative game does not mean does not mean visual novel. Does Vietnam have to do with the narrative? Alright, I think we go onward. We go onward! All face cards are drawn face down. Oh no, not our face cards! Yo? Let's play this one real quick. Oh my god, it's a king. We have two kings now. Excellent, excellent. Oh, we got more face cards. Ooh, we have three eights. Oh, interesting. Alright, we're gonna take a gamble. This could be another full house. Yo, it was. Nice. All right. Played cards with hearts give you +3. Good. Even Steven. Tarot cards appear more frequently in the shop. We maybe should take that. Alright. We're gonna spend all our money, which is a really good idea in this game because you get bonus money based on the money you didn't spend. So, really good idea to just spend all that money. All of it. You don't want any of that money, because otherwise, you're gonna earn more money. And we don't want more money. We want less money, right? Agent Herbo! Steam! It's the double raid! Wait, but I can't even do like double shout out. It makes us pause in between shout outs. We get the Herbo shout out first. We'll wait a minute, then we'll get the second one. How was your Rooftop Alleys the parkour game? How was? I assume you were playing together. I think I've seen that game. I think I think I was talking about this game with someone recently. If that's the game I think it is that one that like recently came out where you and some friends can all like parkour through like a city area together? Is that one? I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's that game. And I think everyone's like a bird, right? Is everyone like a bird-like person? Anyway, for those coming in that don't know me, I am Dwarf Loot, aka Dwarf, aka Ryan. You can refer to me however you wish. We're doing some Balatro here. To anyone that was raiding, if you gotta go do stuff, do not feel obligated to stay. If you do want to stay, we're gonna at least play one round of Balatro. We're going a little slow. We've been talking games as what one does around here. I think we need another one of these queens. We're gonna play this queen. You are a robot, but you can turn into a pigeon for like drone camp. I see. Oh, I wonder if that's not the same game then. Hold on. Now I have to look it up. One moment, because I have to see if this is not the same game that I thought. Because that makes it sound like it's not. But I thought I knew which game this was. Maybe there's another different parkour game. Oh, you know what? Okay. It is the same game. I think. Hold on. I think it's the same game. Yeah, I think what it was is seeing the robot character from the back. I thought they were like a bird-like person or a cat-like person. I did not realize they were supposed to be a robot person. Like, I didn't realize that's what it was going for. Very cool. I hope it was a fun time. All these things wanting me to have my stuff scored. It's so rude. It's very fun. I absolutely wiped the floor with Agent's face. Agent will make the comeback next time. Next time the comeback will happen. Agent didn't know how to wall run? What? Did you never play Prince of Persia and the Sands of Time? Prince of Persia and the Sands of Time, famous game to learn wall running from. Played face cards have a 1 in 2 chance to give $2 when scored. Excellent. Played cards with club suit give +3. Oh. We could get rid of Even Steven, and then we'd have hearts and clubs, which would be pretty good. Yeah, I think that's the move. Sorry, Even Steven. Goodbye. Not used to controller. That's fair. Wait, do you have to play on controller? I feel like you could probably parkour not on controller. Oh, we could dupe you again. Oh, but we could also dupe this, because we're trying to get more, like, clubs, right? Ooh, or we could dupe you. Yeah. You would invest in Oculus and karate chop him. Yes, indeed, indeed. The keyboard and mouse controls suck. Oh, that's no good. Yes. We're slowly getting our scores higher. Ooh. Upgrade the level of the first discarded poker hand each round. Well, you see, there's a problem. I can't discard. Show. I do want Splash. I like Splash. Could sell DNA, buy Splash, take a Celestial back. Problem is, I like DNA. Earlier I meant games that are kind of like talk a lot, have to read a lot, and it's consistent. Like those are narrative games. Like with like a ton of story, it's even more than the gameplay. Yeah. Thought Outer Wilds was a shoot 'em up. Interesting, interesting. I mean, you don't know that Outer Wilds isn't a shoot 'em up. Just found out that Celeste had a story. I thought it was pure. Yeah. Outer Wilds is basically like Outer Worlds. I mean, heck, the Outer Wilds, remember when the Outer Wilds devs announced Outer Worlds 2? Because that was really funny. The Outer Wilds devs posting an announcement about Outer Worlds 2 is still probably one of the funniest, like, lighthearted pranks ever. Like, so good. 10 out of 10. Also increasingly difficult to avoid the topics, so they're on my this year play. Yeah. Yeah, Beavers, I'm with you though. I will avoid, if there's a game I'm like interested in, you know, you gotta avoid all the spoiler stuff you can so that you can go in with like fresh eyes, which can be very hard, especially when you're in circles of people that like them. Luckily, with Celeste, I think people usually will talk about it more. But with Outer Wilds, almost everyone won't talk about Outer Wilds. Like, to the point of there are people that are annoyed that people don't talk about Outer Wilds. I am pretty strong usually about not wanting to talk too much about specific details of games that are not the game currently being played on stream. Because I don't want anybody to feel like there's spoilers for a game they haven't played, even if I've played it. If it's not the game that's currently being played. Don't like details on it. You mean to tell me, if I want Beavers gone, I just need to mention Celeste and they'll be gone? But I wouldn't do that. I don't want to get rid of DNA, but I don't want to get rid of any of my current Jokers. Like, DNA is very helpful, but I kind of really want Splash. Because being able to do like the 2 pair that we just upgraded, but also have like a heart or a club get played would be very nice. Yeah, Deadly, it's very common. A lot of people just from the title mix the 2 games up. This is like a very common joke in the Outer Wilds community, which again is why the Outer Wilds devs did the whole announce Outer Worlds 2 thing. It was so good. When someone does say Celestia game, I'm interested to just mute audio for a bit. Yeah, that's reasonable. I do a similar-ish thing. This actually comes up to me a lot in, we were talking about YouTube videos earlier, and I've said, for the most part, the only YouTube stuff I watch very much these days are like, video game essays. in that kind of genre of video. And it'll come up because like someone will be talking about, like, oh, here's an interesting mechanic, and then they'll start talking about games, and then like if they start to talk about a game that I'm thinking I might want to play one day, I'm just like, well, we can't watch this video anymore. Goodbye, video. Because I'll have no idea what they're going to actually talk about with the game, and I don't want to know any specifics, and I don't know how long it's going to be in the video, and I don't know if they'll reference it again later. So we just move on. So many partially watched videos because of that happening. It happened with something recently. Well, like, it's kind of happened in that, like, Adam Millard posted a Blue Prince video, which I did not watch any of, because, like, I'm curious. I'm curious about the video, but couldn't watch it. But he also posted a different video that I didn't think was going to have anything in it I couldn't watch, and then he started talking about something, and I was like, well, goodbye. I was watching a Hollow Knight fun fact thing, and then they showed stuff from Celeste. Terrible. And I will now never know the fun fact! No! I can give you tons of fun facts. Fun fact about Hollow Knight. Reminder, Hollow Knight is the one game that I'll pretty much talk about, because the vast majority of people that hang out in the stream tend to be very familiar with Hollow Knight. So there's usually potential Hollow Knight spoilers. Fun fact about Hollow Knight: the bosses, Obble-Obbles, their code name, their name in the game files is I believe Mega Fat Bee. I'm pretty sure it's Mega Fat Bee. Here, I can probably double check. I mean, maybe it is the bee. I thought Obble-Obbles were it. Now I'm trying to remember what they're called, if it's the bee. Finally learned what the other gay couples were. Happy Scrappy. Oh, Cloth and Bretta. Interesting that Cloth and Bretta... Okay, so the idea was to get Cloth and Bretta to both be there at the same time. I mean, Cloth and Bretta is definitely not actually a couple, but that is funny that that's what the run was trying to do, was to get them there at the same time. What is Scrappy Couple, then? Like, I know what... Like, Happy Couple... Happy Couple is, Happy Couple. But... I don't know what Scrappy Couple is supposed to be. Unless that's just do Flower Quest. Because, like, Flower Quest should absolutely count for gay couple, on account of it's the lesbian couple. It is doing Flower Quest, okay. It's weird to me to call it Scrappy Couple, but okay.
I guess it's because Scrap Heap, and it's like Happy Couple.
But I don't know why Scrap Heap would come up, because Scrap Heap isn't relevant.
Oh, right. You're right.
That's why I don't understand.
No idea.
Yeah.
I got mixed up. I was thinking of the Godseeker.
I see.
My brain was like, well, okay, the junk heap, scrap, okay.
Unless
that's not Flower Quest.
Yes. Unless the Scrappy Couple was referring to Cloth and Bretta, in which case, is there a different one? I don't know what the other name would be called. Was there 3 names? Oh, okay, okay. Obble obbles are called Mega Fappy. I was right. So that is in fact obble obble. Pure Vessel is HK Prime. It's pretty good. I'm so conflicted. I really feel like Splash could do a lot of work, but I feel like we're early. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry, Splash. I love you. I love you. I love you. We're just gonna move on. Goodbye, Splash. Minus 1 hand size. Why doesn't Gluttonous Joker match the color of the clubs? I feel like that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Like, shouldn't this be blue? Let's just play this. Beavers, thank you for reminding me to hydrate. I don't have a drink. Hold on, one moment. Ooh. Ooh, fancy jokers are more common. Oh my gosh. The Omega Canis. The Water Dog. Alright. Thank you, Torny, who went and grabbed me some water. Thank you. We've now hydrated, both for beavers and due to the presence of Omega Canis. Canis Prime. Also, I'm gonna real quick take my meds, because I haven't taken my meds on account of not having a drink. Horny over here watching the ancient Weather Channel website. I know. You should post a link to that. It's very silly. Apparently, somebody created a website that is to like mimic the old Weather Channel that used to just always exist.
And it's local.
And it'll localize, yes.
So it gives you your area.
Yes. The three couples are happy couple, Shio Nailsmith, unhappy couple, Grey Morn and Trader's Lord, and scrappy couple. I see. Okay. That makes more sense.
Oh,
How dare they know?
so unhappy couple is the flower quest?
Yeah. And that makes sense on account of Grey Mourner is very sad, and they had a, tragedy. B. Hey, B. We convert cards into hearts, but that doesn't particularly help us this second. And yeah, I guess I could just two pair. We could just do a two pair, but we've got so many. Well, yeah, we'll just do that. We'll do a two pair. We'll also throw this out. Alright, so we could convert these into hearts. But also we could just save this for now. We don't have to use it. I'm thinking we just kind of throw a bunch of stuff out because I don't want most of these in my hand. So use this game being... Listen, this is the dev intended speed. We're playing on default dev intended speed. This is the... Yeah, it's Balatro is a nice, chill, slow game. It's 74 degrees at 11 p.m. Yeah, what is it here? About the same? Yeah.
I think it's Deadly Northern.
No, Deadly's in Oregon.
Oregon, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Same time, but
Yep.
probably about the same damn.
Beaver's over here with a nice, cool, breezy 67. Oh my gosh.
You know, if Fruno showed up, they'd have us be. They're probably still in the 90s.
Oh yeah, Fruno. It's probably still very hot where Fruno is. Fruno, I mean, yeah, Fruno lives where it's very, very warm. I wish I had a convert temperature command, but I don't think Stream Elements has one built in, and I don't know how I would go about creating a command for that. We're just gonna test out commands. There's not like a... I don't even know what the command would be. There's probably not.
Very high Celsius resource for Nightbot.
See, I don't have Nightbot. That's the whole problem.
What bot do we have?
I have Stream Elements bot. Okay, we need to go suggest this for Eddie's bot. Hold on, one moment. Hold on. One moment. See, here's my plan is whenever there's a feature that I want for a bot on my stream, I'm going to keep suggesting it for Etty's bot, because eventually Etty's bot I'll be able to put onto my stream. This is like the big brain future play. I'll have to go check. I'll have to go check if there's a command for it, but one moment. One moment. We're doing a streamer homework. One moment. Okay, this is probably the wrong syntax. This probably will not work, but we'll try it anyway. Well, you know, it mostly works. The dollar there isn't supposed to be a dollar, but you know, I realize now why it is. Alright, so, you know, is it perfect? No. It's a little janky, but, you know, we'll fix it later. It works. I probably don't need the weather of area part at all. That's okay. Shush you. Wait, hold on. Wait a moment. Oh, Seattle. Seattle is United Kingdom, I see. I see. Alright, well now we have a weather command. And it gives the weather in both Celsius and Fahrenheit. So, or it gives the temperature. I think I said weather, but you know what? It's fine. Ooh, a greedy Joker. Okay, but I kind of like the idea that we like slowly have all of these Jokers, right? Yeah, I think it specifically does cities. Okay, what if we get something for having all of these Jokers? Only lived in 4 cities, and 2 of them have been said. Shouldn't be so hot at midnight. Yeah. Yeah, if it's midnight already, goodness. I mean, that's the same temperature it is for us, and it's 11. Well, I guess it's only an hour later. Salem, India. Yeah, I also did not know about Salem, India. Rolling Meadows. No Salem for you. There's no winning. Salem. Doom. You know, Portland, US. I do feel like it's ignoring the weather of doom. I think we deserve to know the weather of doom. Boston's the closest we're getting. Wheel of Fortune? Love Wheel of Fortune. Rip. They finally found a doom. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's true. You can't just find random places.
Doom Pakistan is friggin' hot right now.
It is, I think, just Doom Pakistan. It's just the command repeats whatever.
Doom is friggin' hot.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Eagle Eyes! Hey, Eagle Eyes. Alright. I do think we should duplicate this king. Another settlement needs your help. Another settlement needs your help. You know, we've got Tale of Two Wastelands. Can we just get Tale of All Wastelands and just... Surely somebody had to start working on that, right? Surely somebody started working on trying to put Tale of Two Wastelands into Fallout 4. And a purple seal. Hmm. I mean, Immolate seems like it'd be good, except there's a chance it just hits the cards I care about right now, which is a little not ideal. Well, Deadly, that wouldn't, I don't know what doing that would do, because, like, I don't know. I looked at the general, like, command documentation really quick, and it mentioned putting it in the format that I put it in. Oh, interesting. If you had a hyphen in it. I see. Interesting, interesting. Ah, yes. Salem MA. Wait, so instead of a comma, it wants a hyphen, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure the documentation for the function that's being called says to use a comma. So that's just very fascinating to me. It just works. Dwarf USA. Ah, a nice Nintendo 64 degrees. Perfect. Perfect. Feels like Nintendo 64 degrees. Clear wind is blowing from the south. That's because I had beans earlier. I had to make the joke. Clear wind is blowing from the south. How are you not gonna say that? Yeah, it is a good thing to try too, because like it kind of makes sense. Having commas in an argument is really weird. So it does make sense that the comma didn't work correctly. It's just the documentation called for a comma. I don't know why it called for a comma. That seems like it was the wrong move on the documentation's part. Sure. Oh my gosh. Two cities in the US that are drastically different temperatures.
Phoenix and...
See, I'm trying to think what the coldest place in the US would be right now.
Somewhere in Alaska, maybe?
Well, it's still northern hemisphere though, so it's probably like not like oh, with the same name. I see. My heart. Oh, we are once again being shown Splash. Hmm. Yeah. Splash. Pretty rare Joker. I want pretty rare Joker. Always draw 3 cards. I didn't even remember that there was a hydrate command, I'm gonna be honest. Apparently we created a hydrate command and it was never used. Amazing. I think I created a bunch of random commands to test out command creation. And then never, like, said they existed. That's very funny. Yeah, we're gonna look for a slightly better card. The Tiltify, that Tiltify is no longer active. It was, I did discontinue it. Ooh, this is we need more good cards. There are... Springfield is the one where there's like 13 Springfields or something like that, right? Because that's why... That's like a reason why Springfield was chosen as the town for The Simpsons. Was because they wanted a place with a really generic town name where you couldn't pinpoint where it was because there's a bunch of them. And then that was like... The fact that there are a bunch of them is actually like pointed out in throughout the show as like a kind of running gag. There are more than 13, I believe it. Okay. Play those. There are 14 plus. Okay. Speed. It's true. We are in fact playing Balatro on the default speed. Alright, we're gonna play this card, and then we're going to pray. We really need one of the cards we draw to let us make a good hand. Oh! Okay, well, that works. This Joker gains 8 chips when each played 2 is scored. Okay, but look at how cute this Joker is. It's tiny. Yeah, it's a little tiny Joker. If we still had the DNA, I would be... My problem is I want to take it because it's not discovered and it's free. But then what would I get rid of? I don't want to get rid of any of my stuff right now. I could get rid of Splash, but I want Splash. And Burglar is helping combo with Green Joker. And like, this isn't a multiplier, right? Beaverton! Splash could help us build this up, but we don't have a multiplier. Let's open this. Whoa. When round begins, add a random playing card with a random seal to your hand. Nice. This Juggler. Why is LA pulling up Jamaica? What's Jamaica called? Like, what does Jamaica call itself? No idea. Jamaica me crazy. That has nothing to do with LA. Can we have a Bui chain command? Like, do you mean like every time someone uses it, it adds another Bui to it? That kind of thing? I have to look into how to make one. I've never made a chain command. Or do you want it to be that every time someone uses Bui, it responds with Poro Sad? Just let me buy it anyway. It's teeny tiny. Can we like just maybe put it even though there's no space? No repeat hand types. Oh, I can't discard. That's very funny. I wasn't even thinking about that at the time. Oh. Of the last 44 hours, I've slept for about 7 non-consecutively. Eagle Eyes, you gotta get some rest. I was actually literally just thinking about how I have some plans kind of earlier in the morning, so I kind of need to wrap up soon. I thought we would be done with this run by now because I thought I would lose by now. Ooh, we need this. We gotta give up one of those. I didn't give up hearts because I want splash. I think we give up Lusty Joker. I'm sorry, Lusty Joker. But we have a sleepy emote. It's a BTTV emote. I don't have that on mobile. Okay, what? What are you expecting? That hold on. What kind of emo are you? So, because there's one of two options here. Either A, you're using a way to view on mobile, like default Twitch app, where you don't have any of the extension emotes, or B, you were just saying I don't have one. Were you expecting like one of the follower ones to be a sleep emote? Because there is a subscriber sleep emote. I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, I can't even make it use that one because it defaults to the other one because they have the same name. But how are you gonna tell me I don't have a sleep emote if you can't check if I have a sleep emote? I guess that's what I'm getting at here. What is this no sleep emote propaganda? Oh yeah. Yeah, default Twitch won't show you any, like the default Twitch mobile won't show you any of the extensions. It doesn't show the tier 2 emotes either. Oh, interesting. Okay, convert card on the left into the card on the right. So hold on 1 second. Because I think what we want to do is we want to hold on to more kings. So, we want to take a card that we don't care about. The card on the left becomes the card that's on the right. We're going to use you. There we go. And then... This is a pretty sad high card play, but we don't actually care about these as much. Right. All right. We could go with full house. But we get the multiplier if we keep more kings, so I don't think the multiplier is better. Finish lemonade without incident. Nice. GG. Eagle Eyes, I hope you have a wonderful sleep. I'm like kind of wishing I lose this round because I'm like I need to go get in bed. But also I don't want to lose, you know? Wow. That was not very good. We really needed like more points than we got. There was a cat lemonade instead a few days ago. Oh, that's terrible. That happened to Torny last year. I think it was Zag. Zag freaked out about something and then kicked Torny's lemonade glass. Kicked it over, and the lemonade spilled onto her keyboard and just demolished it. Like it was a very sugary lemonade. Yeah.
The mango strawberry lemonade that we got.
Oh, from the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had gotten one to go, and I didn't get to enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, Zag just kicked it over.
It did like a full flip.
It did flip. Because he panicked, so he kicked it like he did like his strong jump, and it was in a top heavy cup, and it did a full 180 and landed on the keyboard. Like it was
went like down here. It was all
it was a huge mess. I remember. I think I was streaming when that happened, and I had to pause. I went on break to help clean up, and it was like gone for a bit. Good morning, mermaid. The boy tried to stick his head in the cup. Oh no, classic.
I think he was also investigating it when he got spooked.
Yeah. It's his head in a cup. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this one because I don't see how I could. Like, we really want to keep the kings for the higher score, but I don't see what I can play. Well, I can't play most of these anymore. Oh my god. We didn't lose. Alright. Have a good eat. You determined what cook you're going to. What cook are you going to? Can't go to bed, I forgot I have an event. It's very funny. Permanently +1 hand. Play only one hand type this round. Could probably do that. We would never just skip because I'm getting sleepy and want to go to the end. You know what I'm saying? We would never do that. I need kings. Go in. A mouse. Only one hand type. Can we just do flushes? I like flushes. I don't have kings multiplying things, so this probably isn't going to work very well. That's okay. There's a king. Not accounting. Not counting. Oh, that's not good. We really needed the clubs to show up. Oh, but a flush house should count! Game! It's a flush! It's better than that. 'Cause it's a flush house. I hate that it won't let me play the flush house. Oh wow. Yeah, well that's not a good sign. Not allowed. Oh, that's it. That's the GG. Oh, you can't do it. Boom. Looks like the joke is on us. Did we get any unlocks? Oh. Spend a total of 2,500. Plus 1 card slot available. Ooh, that's fun looking. Buy a total of 50 tarot cards. Tarot cards appear 4 times more frequently. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Alright, well I heard Colette say something about one more Vampire Survivors, so I think we're gonna go over there. Alright. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. Yeah, it's been a fun night. Tomorrow, at some point in the, like, afternoon or so, I'll probably be doing demos, as Demo Day will start. Other than that, I don't think I have any plans, so... Tuesday, there's plans. There's plans for Tuesday. But Monday, I think it's just demos. Anyway, have a wonderful evening. Thanks for hanging out. Take care. Ah, yes, the Silk Song demo. True. True.